Morning guys, myself Sandeep Kumar Reddy from Ingenious Competitive Training Academy. Today we will be discussing about Shakas. As you can see to the down below how exactly the Shakas have come into force and what exactly Saitya stands and Parthya. You can directly go through my playlist. You will find near about 800 plus question papers for various examinations. They were very important for all competitive examinations. As you can see, the word Sakas, also known as Shakas, known as Indo-Scythians, Iranian nomadic pastoral tribes from Central Asia. You have to remember this. They are Iranian nomadic pastoral tribes from Central Asia. They have come. So they were Indo-Scythians. They invaded northwest India in the 1st century BC onwards. Here the Sakas had an Indian kingdom larger than the Indo-Greek. We should remember whatever the Gandhara school of art it was a construction of Indo-Greek culture. As you can see, the Sakas, they have been divided into 5 branches, that is Afghanistan, Taxila, Mathura, Nasik and Ujjain. So these are the 5 branches you have to remember. So if you may be asked in examinations what are the 5 branches. Next we have North Kshatrapas. That's also known as Taxila and Mathura. They are the North Kshatrapas, and Western Kshatrapas are Nasik and Ujjain. So these were ruled by Shakas. So you have to remember North and Western Kshatrapas were ruled by Shakas, and Shakas king Rajula is also known as Sodasha. There are 2 kings, King Rajula and Sodasha. These 2 were ruled in Malwa, and with the assistance of the Vikramaditya came to Mathura. So you have to remember they came to Mathura. Western area Bhumak and Rudradaman were defeated by Gautamiputra Shatakarni. He is the 23rd Shatakarni. So whatever the western area is there, Bhumak and Rudradaman, so they were defeated by Gautamiputra Shatakarni. In Nasik, Nahapan circulated the silver coins. Those silver coins were found at Jogla Tamri. As you can see to the right how exactly the silver coins looks like. So in Nasik, the place named as Jogla Tambi, they were circulated these silver coins during the reign. Rudradaman I. You should remember he was ruled between 130, that is 130 AD to 150 AD. The most powerful ruler defeated Kushans and controlled over Sindh, and also repaid Sudarshana Lake. As you can see, there was a Sudarshana Lake. He was repaid from the sources of Junagar edict. You will get the limelight of the renovation of Sudarshana Lake. That is Rudradaman I was the most powerful ruler among these. Chandragupta II, as you can see, he is also known as Vikramaditya, completely ended the rule of Sakas or Shakas by defeating the Rudradaman III or Rudrasingh. So you should remember Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya have overtaken and succeeded over Rudradaman III. That completely ended the Shakas empire. As you can see, Kanishk, the Kushan king, ascended the throne in 78 BD, 78 AD. That is Shanka Samvat. As you can see, the Saka era calendar, Shaka Samvat. So Kanishk has taken over. So you have to remember this. In India, the arrival of Shakas is considered from the eastern Iran. I had already discussed the Shaka ruler whom the Gautamiputra Shatakarni, the Shatavahana ruler, defeated Nagpal. So you have to remember the Shaka ruler whom Gautamiputra Shatakarni, the Shatavahana ruler, defeated, that is Nagpal. So I have to remember this. Who were the patronizers of the Gandhara art? That is Kushans and Shakas are the patronizers of Gandhara art. I request you guys to go through my playlist. You will find 2100 PDF of GK and GS. If you want, you can message me by WhatsApp by messaging 7667302252. So you can call me if you have any doubts. So I hope the maximum information I had been given. So if you have any queries, you can directly go through my playlist and you can even take a snapshots and discuss with your friends. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a great life.